Hello, my name's Cameron Asghari-Zadigan and you're watching another episode of Cam's Camera Talk. After hearing Sam Smith's morbid attempt at a Bond theme song, I thought I'd cheer myself up by watching the entire first season of The Flash again to prepare myself for the season 2 next week. I've worked roughly about 25 hours over the last 3 days, but still I've managed to find time to watch 23 episodes of The Flash. Now allow me to do the maths for you. So each episode is roughly 40 minutes long, there's 23 episodes in the season, so 40 times 23 is 920. So that's 920 minutes of The Flash, and I loved every second of it. But anyway, you're not here to hear about my great mathematical brain, you're here to hear about season 1 of The Flash. Here it is. So yeah, The Flash takes place in the same universe as the CW show Arrow. It's sort of a spin-off. It's CW's attempt to start off the DCTU. For all you non-nerds out there, the DCTU stands for the DC Television Universe. So if you've seen Arrow Season 1 and 2, you'll see that the show is pretty grounded in reality. There's not many superhero events that occur apart from Season 2, but they're sort of explained by science, which was why it was such a leap for them to really create The Flash. I mean, The Flash is someone who runs at the speed of light, something which really contradicted the sort of tone that Arrow Season 1 and 2 had gone for. So when they announced that they were doing The Flash, first off I was sceptical about it and how it would fit into the universe. But it turns out that I had nothing to worry about at all, because this show pulls off the concept of superheroes and supervillains really well. So to cut a long story short, the thing which gives everyone their powers is called the Particle Accelerator, and the Particle Accelerator is pretty much just a copy of the Hadron Collider that's in Switzerland. If you still don't know what that is, that's a thing which they said could possibly end the world when they turned it on quite a number of years back. So yeah, that gets erected in Central City, shit goes bad, and that gives everyone their superpowers. It sounds like your typical run-of-the-mill origin story, but it is executed so well. As this is the first season, I am going to be talking about spoilers in this, so if you don't want to know what happens, then I advise that you don't continue to watch from this point. And also because it's the full first season, I'm not going to be able to talk about all the characters which we saw. I'm just going to have to select which ones that I do talk about. Barry Allen is played by Grant Gustin in this, and he's probably most notably known from Glee up until the point of The Flash, and he does so well in this role. I mean, he's leading the show, he is the main character, he's the title character, and in the comics Barry Allen is sort of a lovable buffoon, and he translates that so well from sort of the pages to the screen. I mean, you just like the guy, he's just a likeable guy. And it's really good to see him in this role. He does so well with it. Tom Cavanagh plays Harrison Wells, and spoiler, the Reverse Flash as well, the big antagonist, and holy shit, he is so good in this. I mean, for most of the season, it just felt like the Tom Cavanagh show. He was so good in this role. I mean, you trusted him, but also at the same time you didn't. You liked him, but at the same time you didn't. You felt for him, but also at the same time you didn't. He managed to carry a range of emotions and have so many layers in his character, and he was definitely, for me, the standout performance of the show, and a standout performance amongst many other great performances, so it's a good job for him. I really hope he returns in Season 2. Caitlin Snow and Cisco Ramon are played by Daniel Panabaker and Carlos Valdez. This is sort of the Flash's team who helps him on his sort of quests to save people, and their dynamics are really good. I mean, this show does a really good job of showing all the different sides to the characters, of its main characters, to make us feel for them even more. I mean, it makes us know about these characters, and that's a big thing to do in a show like this. It explores them really well. Cisco is sort of the comical relief in this show for a lot of the times, and often supervillains and heroes have quite silly names, so the fact that they got Cisco to sort of ironically name these characters with these names he was just genius to me. You have Captain Cold, Heatwave and the Clock King, played by Wentworth Miller, Dominic Purcell and Robert Knepper, also known as the cast of Prison Break. And Captain Cold is so cool in this. Pun intended. There are two halves to Firestorm. This is Martin Stein and Ronnie Raymond, and these are played by Victor Garber and Robbie Amell. Firestorm isn't in this season all that much, but it was a really fun storyline. Usually in series like this they have B and C storylines, so these are storylines just underneath the main storyline, which is other stuff going on. And often in shows these can be a little bit tedious, a little bit boring. You just kind of want them to end so you can get back to the main storyline which is going on. But The Flash does their B and C storylines so well. I mean, you're pretty much interested in everything which is going on, which is really a credit to the writers. Joe West and Eddie Thorne are played by Jesse Martin and Rick Kuznets in this, and they're the sort of main detectives. And I like how they actually play detectives. I mean, a lot of times in shows, if detectives aren't the main characters, they're just portrayed as being sort of dumb guys who miss all the clues and only catch the bad guys when the writers feel it's time for them to. But no, in The Flash, these guys are on it. They know what they're looking for. They see the little things like detectives would. So it was really nice to see detectives finally portrayed properly. Granted, every other police detective in this show is a dumb guy who misses all the clues, but still, these two, they know what they're doing. Iris West plays the love interest of Barry Allen in this, and she's played by Candice Patton. I just felt that the character was a little bit underdeveloped. Nothing against Candice Patton, but a lot of times when she was on screen, I kind of just wanted those scenes to go a little bit faster, and most of the time I just felt that she was a little bit of a burden. So I'm really hoping that they can find something to do with the character moving forward in Season 2. I love the shout out to the old Flash TV series by obviously having John Wesley Shipp play Barry Allen's father, and back in 1990 John Wesley Shipp actually played the Flash in the TV series. So that was a very nice nod. The chemistry between all the characters was so good though. To say that this is a TV series, the special effects were so good in this. I mean, obviously the Flash running every episode that happened. You've got the Rogue's guns, which required a lot of special effects. And hell, we even saw Gorilla Grodd. As a series with 23 episodes, a lot of the times you cut back on the special effects to save the budget, but it was nice to see that The Flash didn't do that. They just went all out to provide the best show which they could. Time travel plays a big part in this series, and when you're dealing with time travel you've got to be careful because it is a confusing subject matter. If you don't handle time travel in the right way, you can confuse your audience and make them not sure what's going on, but I felt The Flash handled time travel really well. They explained it well. It dumbs the idea of time travel down, but it doesn't make the audience feel stupid. All in all, I could go on for hours about things that I loved in Flash Season 1, but I don't really have to because this show was just everything that I wanted it to be. It was funny, it was dramatic, it had great action, great storylines, and to say that this was the first season of the show, it hit the ground running. Pun intended. And I can say that The Flash sped its way straight to my heart. Wow. Even I hate myself for saying that. So with all that being said, I'm going to give The Flash Season 1 a 10 out of 10. Yeah, if you saw what I did last week with Gotham, I did a review for episode 1. I'm going to be doing the same again for episode 2. And I'm going to be doing that as well for Flash. So every week, starting next week, I'm going to be doing a review of the episode. Again, just giving my insight, little things that I spotted, little things that I liked, things I disliked. Just giving my general insight on the episode. Anyway, I hope you've liked what I've brought for you today. If you have, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Also, if you've got Twitter, follow me at Cam's Camera Talk. There's a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Pretty huge nerd too, in particular for Batman. Again, in case you haven't noticed.